Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the St. Louis Park Rec Center. High school hockey on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. The Vanilla St. Margaret's Red Knights and Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, along with Bart Archer and Pete Wagner. Thanks for joining us tonight in JV action. It was the big win by the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, 4-1 earlier. We had that right here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org for you as well. Get you situated here tonight. Your goaltenders are Carson Limesand in goal, the freshman for the Red Knights, a good one. And on the other end is Basil Kamshay, another really good one. Sophomore. Youth is officially served.
Yeah, I like the first name as well, Basil. Kind of brings back some memories, but Limesand, somebody that we're very familiar with. He's really played quite well, and he looks for that trend to continue tonight. Good to be with you tonight, Pete.
Well, Basil's father, Sam, of course, you might remember him from the Met Center. He is one of the ushers who would allow yours truly down into the solid seats during the playoffs. He's a big Basil McRae fan, henceforth Basil Kamshay.
Well, he wasn't the only Basil McRae fan, that's for sure.
Oh, man, I was going through some of his fights not long ago. Oof.
Well, him and Churla were the dynamic duo when it came to that.
Man, it was just ferocious.
Basil was awesome because he never took anybody in the box, or he took everybody in the box with him. Really didn't leave his team at a disadvantage, playing a very aggressive style. A bit unique.
Did he ever lose a fight?
I don't think he did.
Not often.
Anyway.
He was with Lane Nordique to Quebec. Here they go out of the zone with Carter Iha across the line. Now it's going to be Clark with it for the Red Knights. Tonight's game presented by Cambria, of course, your producing arm. You see that little sports content management, yours truly's business.
That a boy.
Thanks for joining us here tonight. It'll be Kasurik second on the team in points as he sends that one through. Kasurik so far with 9 goals, 10 assists, and 19 points for the Jags, or for the Red Knights. Boy, back in the day, remember the Jags used to bring the powder blue pants as well? They've kind of offset it with the darker. It's okay. I want the powder blues on the pants, too.
I like the contrast, though.
Do you?
Indeed, I do. Columbia blue, powder blue, and white.
Back in behind the net now. It's going to be controlled and play to the line. Pass down along to the end wall. That's Grayson Height with it. Now to the right point. Wrist shot, stick save, Limesand. There's a chance. Ooh, traffic gets muddy down low. In this game, these two teams, they take a look at the records. 6-10 so far. The Jags, they've had a season with a lot of injuries. I was talking to a couple of the coaches prior, and one of the things they were talking about is how they had 2 players with off-season injuries unrelated to hockey that played maybe 1 or no games. One tried to, was going to put off surgery, couldn't. And there are seniors and some veteran presence that's missing from this lineup.
Well, every team has their challenge. It sounds like Jefferson has a couple big ones. They've been playing pretty well so far early in this game.
Indeed they have. Back in behind the net it goes. It's going to be turned up ice by Schweitzer. Talented defenseman now. Ian Barr with it. The right wing side rings it hard around the boards in favor for Jonah Mortensen. At center off the boards it goes. Blake Camuel. Body check, throwing on the defense there against the Red Knights. That's Michael McNeil. Had a difficult time with that one. Turns it over behind the net to Camuel, who wins a battle. Here's a big shot from the point that misses the mark, up high off the glass. Early stages here of period number 1 with 13:34 to go in it. Jungwirth with it. Opens up to the corner, maintains possession, looks up high. Now, this group of sophomores and juniors were quite good at the Bantam A, AA level, if I recall, Bart Archer, not long ago. So this is a nice-looking hockey club from Bloomington Jefferson. They're only going to get better over the years if they can maintain their health, which has been a problem for them. The Red Knights, I think we've watched Ken Pauly's team just get better and better as the year goes on.
Yeah, they're a tough team to play against, especially at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. But Jefferson, you can kind of see traces of things to come. Obviously, they have some youth, and their leading scorers are prominent players on this team, so good things to come for the Jaguars. But, losing 2 pretty prominent seniors does throw a ripple. But all teams have their challenges. That's just Jefferson's, and they, again, kind of a process in the works as it stands right now. But, onward and upward. But they've been very, very aggressive in this first 4.5 minutes of this period. They've really done a good job.
We've yet to have a whistle, too. It's been nonstop action here between these two clubs.
We appreciate that, but I like their forecheck scheme.
And there is a turnover from the forecheck. Limesand the save. They'll turn around and try and play that on goal as they cycle back in behind the net. Callahan was there. Now it's going to be the Jags.
Well, number 20, Tristan Larson, the defense in the blue, is going to be kind of a focal point. A lot of the offense goes through him. They like to use him to quarterback that power play, and he's done a terrific job so far.
Back behind the net it goes. To the corner. Down goes a Jaguar. Newhouse was there. Clark now to the line, held in. Nice job by Larson. Blocker pad save Limesand. Jags buzzing in the early going. The Red Knights content to clear at the length of the ice and get the icing call.
Yeah, I don't think the Red Knights have really sustained any pressure at all in the Jaguar zone. So far it's been all Jags, and really they get the puck deep and they send a forward with speed on it and creating a little bit of discomfort for the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knight defenders and getting on them with angles, sending them into strengths of coverage. So they've really done a good job of cutting the sheet of ice in half.
Indeed they have. By the way, if you want to see some great high school hockey recaps, check out stateofhockey.com. We've got a new high school hockey weekly show, episode number 9.
Oh, boy.
Could be our best yet. I say that every week. Across the line they go. Don't forget, Dream State with the Moorhead Spuds set to air in about a week. Yours truly is going down to Dallas, Texas in a week.
Really?
Yeah, there's a big deal that's brewing. In the oil fields with yours truly, we'll tell you more. Seriously.
Oh, the tease.
Jungwirth
I'm going to be distracted all night now.
I know. I can tell. All focus has been absolutely rattled.
Well, assuming I had some to begin with, I suppose. But
so brain cells?
Well, no, just focus. But you can't share with us any hint or anything? You can't give us a little nugget?
Talking to the Dallas Stars about duplicating efforts.
Oh, nice.
Creating a website like thestateofhockey.com.
I like it.
Which is not part of the team, but part of the ownership of the team may have something to do with it. Creating a newspaper like Let's Play Hockey. High school hockey is taking off in Dallas, in Texas. So talking about extending our tentacles.
Sweet. That's exciting stuff. Good opportunity by the Red Knights on that one. Nice save by the goaltender, Kamsek. But their first shot was a challenging one, but he rose to that occasion. Good to at least touch the puck for the Jefferson goaltender. Get a feel.
Well, he's gone just about 7 minutes without having any rubber his way.
Right. Got to stretch out.
Clark will sling it along the boards. From the left wing, it's the leading scorer, Joe Collins. He has 12 markers on the season.
Here we go.
Larson extends a pass in the midsection. That quick shot taken by Justin Johnson. And Limesand makes the save.
Well, Pete, you and I have done a couple Benilde St. Margaret games so far. I don't think I've ever seen them have this much trouble getting out of their zone cleanly. But there's no possession really through the neutral zone, which is uncharacteristic for the Red Knights. I think Jefferson has just come in and played a very solid game. Good positional hockey, good speed, but putting pressure on the Red Knights, forcing them to defend. They've done a pretty good job in the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
So great to work with Joey Henches. I'll tell you, the director, I just absolutely floored him. It was outstanding. It was just, it's a constant little game we play here that you don't see on the air. Newhouse with it, in on goal, Kamsek, the glove save, wide of the mark it goes. And they'll pinch down with Schweitzer. He can put the puck in the net. Had the hat trick earlier in the year right here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org.
Yeah, it was a natural one, too, if I remember correctly.
It was. Tidy. 3 in a row.
Yeah, he almost had an opportunity for 4, maybe 5, but he was all over the ice.
He was absolutely a house of fire. Here comes Newhouse across the line. His father, John, was telling me the reason they serve the food here up in the upper reaches is it was a tradition back in the old Don Bosco League, the old Catholic League.
Nice.
Where you would serve a meal for the visiting team coming in to play against you, and they continued that trend, and they continue it as we speak.
Well, as long as it goes out to the broadcasters as well, it's in good shape.
Well, you don't think I didn't bury that?
I just want to give you the opportunity to fess up.
Yeah.
No, but they always do such a nice a nice job when we come here. Craig in stats and everything's always provided us the resources that we need. They always give us a nice spot, but it's always enjoyable to come to the rec center.
John Conley checks in. Basil Camshay, not only a fan, but a Basil McRae lookalike.
Oh, really?
Or no, he's referring to Sam Camshay. Yeah, that's right. Sam Camshay is about. I'm looking for him in the stands here.
And that's not a shot either. Basil was a very handsome man.
Grizzled.
Yeah, he had some battle scars. A little personality.
McNeil across the line. Nice pass.
Oh.
Johnson misses the mark on Kasurik as he had a stretch for that one. They battle from the left wing side. Camshay up high off the glass. And the carry will be picked up by the defense in Wendorf. If you want more high school hockey action this Thursday night from Braemar Arena, it will be, get this, Edina, Minnetonka, number 1 and number 3. I would argue that it should be number 1 and number 2. But that's okay.
Top 4. As long as you're in the top 4 or 5 and everybody recognizes your exploits, I think it's just fine. But lot's going to be determined on that game. I will say that.
Well,
Looking forward to it.
It's a lot of fun. And, you start thinking about these sections the Red Knights play with the Edina Hornets in their section, the section 6AA or 2AA. I don't remember what number it is. But you have Cretin-Durham Hall, Wayzata. It changes all the time. Cretin-Durham Hall, Wayzata, Benel St. Margaret's. St. Louis Park is a scrappy addition.
Yes, they are.
They're going to have something to say about it. Out of the phone booth comes Ian Barr. He'll play this one in. What a fast-moving period. This has been almost real time. I think we've had one whistle. Now it's Norkoski.
It might have been an offside, perhaps, but
no, it was a cover by Limestone.
Oh, well, that's right. And a big shot from the point.
6:40 to go in the period. Nice little play there. Oh, they go backdoor. Backhand swiped at there by the Red Knights from the blue line by Peter Keese. Turned aside by Camshay. Nice little move to the inside by Dylan Hain. Now it's picked up by the Jags' Carter Eha. He's bothered by Hain on the play, and to swing that around the wall is Martin Olson, the defenseman. Newhouse was there. Back at center. Hain will turn this one back up ice. Poked off his stick. Nice job by Carter to keep the line and maintain possession. Oh, is that slick?
Very heady.
Solid player here for the Red Knights across the line. Snapper in on goal. Camshay the save. Want to mention real quick, Bart, that coming up next Thursday, the girls' game will have that instead of the JV because they're going to move over to the East Rink, but it's a cancer awareness night for that. And we've got all sorts of things going on in that game. Looking very forward to calling that one. So we'll have the girls of the Red Knights next Thursday night, and, of course, the boys as well.
Absolutely. Well, a couple banners hanging from the rafters up here, and a couple belong to the girls. It should be a fun night for you.
Well, Sean Podine is the coach of your girls' edition. Was talking to him about what a great group of players he has after his practice today. He says that they work hard. They do the very best they can with what they have. And he said, I'm about to turn 50 years old, and really, frankly, that's all I care about at this stage of my life.
That's awesome. He's such a nice guy, too. I had the pleasure of meeting him down at the X during one of the state tournaments, and just a very personable, genuine individual.
Fun to hang out with.
Absolutely.
You get him and Ranheim in the room together. The former Flyers.
I can only imagine.
There's a puck that's turned over. They get in on Limestone after a quick start by the Jags. They watched the Red Knights take over possession a little bit. Now the Jags are punching back. This is a boxing match.
The ebbs and the flows.
It's absolutely Hearns Leonard. Across the line they go. You were there, Bishop. Wrist shot, a big save by Camshay. Oh, a big pile up on 494 behind the net.
Wow.
Long pass to the left wing side. Absolutely. Highway helpers joining in the fray. Why are they there? Across the line they go. It's just an extra car in the way.
Right.
Wide of the net they go, and I know you don't disagree.
No, they got the flashing lights, though.
Callahan is there. Now it's Kasurik. You seem to like those flashing lights. Here come the Red Knights back up ice. Quick shot turned aside by Camshay with the pads. That was Norkoski on the bid. Jordan Rue. Father looks just like Ken Pauley. He's an absolute dead ringer. I just chuckle every time. He was wondering why I was staring at him tonight. I said, because you look like Paulie now, but right. you got to go to the gray jacket because he's not wearing the red one anymore.
The Buddha doppelganger.
It's really something. It's that good. Uncanny. Nice little pass there. Off the boards they go. Too far for the intended receiver, Blake Camuel. When you think about Jeff Lindquist, the amount of wins this guy has piled up behind the bench is staggering. Well into the 600s for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. He doesn't look a day over 40, and he's been coaching for 40 years.
Well,
maybe not that long, but 30-some, getting close.
Absolutely, but he's had a pretty good program, a very proud program to work with that plays with a lot of pride. But he's been around for a long time. He's brought a lot of great things to this Jefferson program.
It was Tom Satterdahl for years. He retires, and it's been Jeff Lindquist ever since.
Absolutely.
And on goal it goes. Of course, athletic director Chad Nyberg. There's a shot, pad save. Oh, what a save by Camshea. Big recovery save there.
He's saving the game so far.
Near side it goes. It's Hain across the line. Keeps things on side. Dribbling in. Camshea wanted to gather it in with the big stick so he could cover it up, but it rolled off the heel.
Oh, hand
and
pass.
A penalty.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to say hand pass on the play. We'll take it outside the zone.
Yeah, it was right in front of the referee. You kind of in a vulnerable spot, so you do what you can to make the play. But I think it's going to come all the way back down into the Benilde St. Margaret zone. Just under 3 minutes to go in this first period. Been a good one so far. Not a tally on the board, but there have been some good opportunities early by Jefferson. And Benilde St. Margaret's reciprocated with a couple really outstanding chances. But Camshea did a nice job in a couple challenging opportunities to keep that puck at bay. And that last one by Benilde St. Margaret was definitely the best opportunity of the game, but we're still 0-0.
Out of the neutral zone it goes.
Uh-oh.
Shot by Schweitzer. Norkoski over the glass. He had a good look there. 2:44 to go in the period.
Schweitzer again pushing the pace and leading the rush. Has some good speed, kind of broke around to the outside, took it away, but that follow-up opportunity just went wide. But it looks like Benilde St. Margaret's starting to get their offensive rhythm and some legs about them.
Oh, Limesand didn't see that. Went to the butterfly, got big, and you just hope it's going to hit you. Instead, it hit the glass. 2:17 to go in the period. Back in behind the net. It's going to be Foley. Poked to safety on the play by Colin Anderson. Back in behind the net it goes again. Now it's going to be Foley again. Long pass that gets away. No ice on the play. Back in behind Camshea. He'll cut that off. Leaves it off for his defenseman. That's Getters.
Oh, that rolled on
picked
him.
Off at the line. Getters stands up. Hain. In front it goes as Newhouse saw it trickle over his head. Now it's on the stick of Nick Getters again. Now to the right wing side it goes for Kelly. Liam Kelly plays that one in. Behind the net it goes. Johannes is there to bother his man. Nice touch pass out of the zone. Collins to Newhouse. Leaves off for Hain. Left wing side. Poked up high in the slot area. Turned aside by Clark as they keep the zone with a $1:23 to go in the period. Off Camshea's stick. Now it's going to be out of the zone. It's going to be Johannes looking to make the play. And it's set right back into the corner. That's off over the stick of Carson Jacobs. And for the Red Knights, it'll be Michael McNeil to regroup. McNeil leaves off to Clark. Leaves to the left wing side for Newhouse. And that one's just offside.
Well, some good action by Benilde. They're starting to possess the puck in the neutral zone with a little bit of speed. But Jefferson's doing a nice job of forcing them to the outside. They really haven't given away the middle part of the ice. That's why these saves for Camshea have been not routine, but he's had a good chance to manage the puck in those situations because they're taking away the middle of the ice. So nice job defending by Jefferson, even though Benilde St. Margaret's, as I said, is starting to get some zone time.
They are indeed. Back in now. It's Schweitzer. Stood up on the play. They go to the right wing for Rue. Deflected. Ooh, that nearly took a redirect to the back of the net by Opong. Now off the end wall, it's Justin Johnson. That dribbles away. Here come the Red Knights on the move out of the zone with Callahan. Nice job to gather that in by Johnson across the line. He's bothered. Nice back check turned in by Opong. We like to call that back pressure in the game.
Well, they did a really nice job of moving the puck up the ice very efficiently, moving it up to the open man, get it over to the left side, as you said, Pete. But it was a pretty good shot on goal, top of the left circle. But once again, Camshea, nice positioning on that, received that puck face off to his right. Just 26 seconds left in this period. Jefferson on a 2-on-1 potential.
Just like that, thwarted by the busy stick of Schweitzer. That gets away from everybody and back into the Red Knight zone it goes. It's going to be Clark with it. Nice little move there to gain some space to the left wing side. It's Johnson with it to play to the corner. He tried to get through some traffic there. Nothing doing there. Getters is there with 4 seconds to go. That's going to do it for a near real-time first period. Over with, Bart. In 20 minutes, they play 17. I'm not kidding you.
Well,
it's that impressive.
Well, impressive that they started the game on time, number one, but to finish it 20 minutes after the start of the game in a 17-minute period, that just means that everybody's very focused, not a lot of whistles. But I like the flow of the game. At first, it started out a little muddy, kind of a half-court game, and then it started to get to be a little bit more of a fast-break game, and I think that played into Benilde St. Margaret's hands. So I'd give the advantage perhaps in the later part of the period of Benilde St. Margaret's, but a good period and good effort by both teams.
We'll take a timeout, start the second period coming up for in about 10 minutes. Don't you dare go away. High school hockey continues right here on the Catholic Sports Network. That's CSN to you, Bart Archer.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well. But where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education. And it's something that you'll use in college and after college. And I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge. And I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school, because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well. But where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside, or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education. And it's something that you'll use in college and after college. And I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge. And I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school, because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well. But where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside, or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed.
Bart Archer, no scoring, and Basil Campshay in his 4th start of the season, quite busy in goal.
Yeah, in fact, he faced 14 shots, 17 attempted, a couple were blocked, and a couple went wide. Limesand on the other side. Only 7 saves, face-offs about square, so it's been a good contest so far. Benilde St. Margaret's flexed their offensive muscles late in that period. Jefferson really did their damage early, looking to kind of get another quick start out of this Jaguar team.
Indeed they are. We'll see what happens here. Remember, this Jaguar team, mostly seniors and juniors, lost in the 3rd place state tournament game in the state championship. Of course, they had guys like Rollwagon on that roster who went off to play at Shattuck St. Mary's, among others, but a very talented, deep group of hockey players. And when it comes to the playoffs, they'll be trolling around in the Section 3 AA, you can rest assured.
Well, it'll be a tough out, that's for sure. I think both of these
tough
teams,
out.
I think both of these teams are really going to be formidable opponents come section time. But I think really what both coaches want their team to do is start playing section hockey right now.
Speaking of tough out, what do you think of the Twins signing a pitcher to a 2-year, 10-year deal, of which one he's rehabbing from Tommy John TJ surgery?
Is he even going to be able to play this year?
Nope.
Okay.
Paying him money to rehab.
Well, and sometimes, thinking outside of the box can be really the only thing that you can do. Maybe sign him for a little bit less money, but get some prospect or get a young player on the road to rehab. But hopefully he'll come back healthy 100%. But I don't mind it as long as it doesn't really skew things. No, obviously salary cap, so there's no ramifications as far as that goes. But I don't mind it. Sometimes you got to take some chances and roll the dice.
How about that? Threw a curveball at you to see if you were listening, and Bart
I
Archer was. No, I'd say you had a diamond cutter straight up the middle.
I like that. Runners advance.
Oh, nothing better than that. I'm kind of getting ready for the game. I'm ready, aren't you?
Yeah, me too.
Foley was there. Now it's going to be him again. As he plays that off the boards and racing into this puck, it's going to be Charlie Warnert. He's jammed on the wall by Martin Olson. In the corner it goes. I'll tell you, the apple cider that they serve here is just absolutely bar none.
Bar none good?
I'm on my second cup.
Oh, wow. You're going to be amped up here pretty soon.
That's why my leg's shaking.
Yeah.
I'm working the Neil Peart double bass.
That's funny. The whole west end of the arena shaking.
Funny guy, Bart Archer. There's a million starving comedians out there, and now you're the 1,000,001th.
Yeah, Highway Helpers on standby.
1,001st. Highway. Still don't understand that. Don't need the yellow lights. Just
awesome.
Get that car out of there.
Right.
He's
funny.
doing nothing.
Right. Put a flare out there and move on.
How come the 1 or 2 times I've ever need a highway helper, I never get? Where do they come from? That one fails to click and icing the call.
Well, it's just like the guy that's going 95 miles an hour up Highway 100 and there's never a cop when you need one. But that one's got to
How was your drive home from work yesterday?
It was okay. It wasn't too
Come
good.
on.
My boss is very nice and sensitive, and he let me leave about 2:15.
And you got home at what, 8:15?
No, actually, it took me about a half an hour to drive 7 miles, which I feel pretty good after hearing some of the horror stories from yesterday.
You didn't have a tough drive then.
It was easy.
Were you going from Hopkins?
No, Golden Valley.
Golden Valley. To lovely Cake Town. The Emerald City.
Yeah, it's done me very, very well. A lot of fun stores there, a lot of nice commerce over there.
Back in behind the net it goes.
Ooh.
Hain.
It's good defense by
Wanted
Clark.
to get glass. Oh, nice pass ahead for Collins. Collins, oh, look at that, goes inside out. On his player profile, when he's not playing hockey, he can be seen watching Fox News.
But Tristan Larson, nice positioning on that one. Didn't fall for that play, forced him to the outside. So nice job by the Jefferson defender.
Now it's going to be Collins again back in from the corner. He's watched on the play by Getters. Wrist shot. Doesn't get through to Camshay. And fighting off that would be checker is Larson. Cleared through everyone, and the length of the ice it goes, and icing your call.
Boy, Larson showed a good burst on that. It was a 50-50 race to the puck, and he just found an extra speed. Used his body to shield that puck, obviously sent it down the ice, but now they get some fresh legs out there, and they just have to contend with a face-off in their own zone. But, against this Benilde St. Margaret team, they got a lot of players that can scoot, and I've said it many, many times in our broadcast, hard to defend against good, speedy teams with tired legs. So, good play by the defenseman for Jefferson.
From the Jag zone it is, now out of the zone. Near boards, Colin Anderson wins the battle, gets it away from Foley and deep. Callahan will take over. He's got some trouble in the likes of Blake Camuel. From the left wing side, they race up the boards. That was Norkoski. And that's off the stick and sent right back in. Ooh, down front it goes. That's deflected wide of the mark. And on the skates, real quick to the stick to Anderson. Up to the left wing side it goes. Camuel.
Oh, wow. The Blue caught a break.
Got away with an offside there. Bart Archer called it here. Underneath Barr's stick. In front of the bench area it goes. Now it's going to be
penalty.
Played through our first infraction of the game. What do we have?
And I think it's going to be a trip by Barr. I don't think he really had the mindset. I think it was more incidental. If we do get this one on replay, you can maybe be the judge for yourself. But in proximity, the player went down and the referee made that call. But now it's an opportunity for this Jaguar team. A pretty good 24% power play penalty kill for this Benilde St. Margaret Red Knight team. Room for improvement, but we're going to get a chance to see. Well, I suppose it was
can opener.
Yeah, I suppose. It all happened so fast.
Mm-hmm.
But Jaguars on the power
but
play.
not too fast for your official.
No, thank goodness that's why I'm not in the stripes, right? Up
We'll
here I
leave-
can just
we'll
make
leave-
it up.
we'll
Oh,
leave
make
it
up.
Oh, we got another penalty coming up.
Gonna be a hook. And that was on Gavin Hayden. I don't know if it's Jungworth or it's going to be Larson that's going to go, but I think it's Larson, and he's a big-time power play specialist for this Jaguar team.
Held him up.
It is going to be 4-on-4, a lot of room out there, but more importantly, one of the real driving factors on this Jaguar team.
Here's a look right here, Bart Archer. Got inside position there.
And just didn't release.
Boy, that's... Oh, we put the ticky and tack there, man.
Well, again,
that's ticky tack.
I don't disagree with that, but
No problem saying that.
No, in fact, well, that's certainly within your rights, but now it's going to be 4-on-4, a lot of room out there, and I think this benefits. Well, I don't know how else to phrase it because I don't disagree with you, but again, they're right there.
They're good at what they do, but there comes a time when you just got to let them play.
Well, maybe they just didn't think that the first one maybe warranted that penalty, so maybe it's just a bit of a
They're
balance
probably
in the
looking at it as a little bit of an interference type of scenario.
Sure.
So it's 4-on-4 now for another minute and 19 seconds. Really, that power play was negated down to just about 11 seconds worth of time, so there will be nothing on it for the Jags once they get the man advantage.
Too many marbles in one pocket. The referees skate circles then. So
That's right. You got to balance them. Jimmy Carroll's the first to tell you that. Blake Camuel with it. Corn, as I like to call him. Jimmy Crack Corn. In on goal, handled by Lime Sand, and will face off to his left. This period presented by Housing Hub. Be sure to check them out.
And Cambria as well. Nice job by Opong. He was down below the goal line instead of taking the wide turn. He went right for the front of the net, tried to shove it in short side, but it was Limesand that closed that door. But then he started to naturally slide, so it left some openings. But Benilde St. Margaret's really pretty good support down there. Limited what could have been an Ollie moment.
Oh, off the face-off. Quick opportunity there. That was Grayson Height. He knows a thing or two about putting the puck in the net, picking up points. At least leads his team with 15 points, 4 goals, 11 assists.
Well, you just don't quit on the play. He won that faceoff, snuck around the Benilde St. Margaret's defender, put a good shot on goal. Nice save by Limesand.
Olsen was there. Shot that's blocked. Johnson back behind the net. The Jags will play it around. We're scoreless here in the second period. Nothing giving here defensively for these teams. Schweitzer carries it low, shoots. That's a nice save by Campshea as he holds his ground on that one.
You know, that really was. Trying to go short side just under the bar.
Foot race for the puck. Here come the Jags. There's a chip shot that misses the mark there. Carter Eha bid. And now it's picked up by the Jags at center. Johnson was there, tried to play that one in. 19 to go, and the penalty to Ian Barr. Going to be an abbreviated power play for the Red Knights. Kasurik across the line with energy to the forehand. Nice move there. Oh, and a pad save by Campshea. Kasurik had the goaltender moving. 8 seconds to go in the power play now for the Red Knights. Shot and a pad save. Limestad rebound. Didn't get through.
Oh, nice transition by Benilde St. Margaret's with speed. Barr.
His shot's deflected. That's what a good defenseman does. Gets that stick right on that shot. That's Nick Getters that makes the play.
Yeah, nice job by Getters to keep pace with Barr. Barr he can scoot, but he kept the defender kept his feet moving and stayed with the Benilde St. Margaret player. Put a stick out, nice busy stick up and out of play faceoff to the right of Campshea. We're back to 5-on-5 now, but both teams. Both teams are protecting the middle of the ice pretty well. Everything's coming from the angles or from the perimeter, so they're doing a good job of protecting the middle.
Good to see longtime Jaguar assistant coach Verge Setescal in the house. Been a big part of their program for a long time. From the top of the blue line, Jake Zolsel plays that one in. Handled now by the Red Knights to the right wing side, poked to safety. Clark was there as he was stood up on the play as that gets away from their man. That's Jack Getters on it. And they'll be up high at the right point. That's fanned on. Here come the Jags. Inside out, no. As that was Johannes who bid on that one. Nice defensive play by Clark. He'll come up to the puck on the near boards. He uses all of the ceiling, caught just a little bit of it. Try to shovel it out of the zone.
Well, and this isn't the lowest ceiling that we've seen, but that puck did get up. But it was actually a little bit of a misplay by Clark. Puck rolled on him a little bit. They came back 2-on-1. But I think it was Seamus Foley that actually made that defensive stop, tried to eliminate the centering pass. So nice job by the Benilde defender to pick up his teammate in kind of a troubling time. But Jefferson, boy, they get the puck and they turn it up. Pretty nice transition game so far.
Turn back over to the neutral zone. Out of the zone they go with it. Tristan Larson. Now it's Hain. Turns away from traffic. Up high it goes. And now racing off to the left side, it's Carter Eha. Sent in. Quickly up ice it goes. That was McNeil on the play. He gets it back. Now he finds his man Callahan, open wing. Plays over for Newhouse. Nothing doing there. Poked at the line. Jags will look to play it high. Slide! And that's a shot and a save by Limestad as he stole that away from Princeton Opong. What a shot. What an opportunity. Better save. We'll get a look at that one on replay for sure.
Yeah, it was Justin Johnson that actually right there won the battle to that puck. And somebody in the stands, probably Papa, yelled shoot, 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 but he had the wherewithal to get it in front. Nice redirect by Opong on that one, but a better save by Limestad. Nice tracking of the puck and really taking away the high percentage shots, but really nice sequence by the Jaguars.
Back up to the left point it goes. Limestad another save, steers to the near boards. Puck will ring the boards again. Now the Jags and the Red Knights. Metro West Conference action. Energy back the other way. They try to find a pass to the low slot area for Johannes. That's going to be Schweitzer, the sophomore, who comes away with it. Looks for a long pass. He finds his man across the line. That's Mortensen in front. That one does not get off as it gets away from Schweitzer, as he'll be forced to regroup, and a penalty coming up behind the play. They got an elbow on the Red Knights in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it's going to be on Mortensen for an elbow. Didn't really see it as I was following. It was behind the play, but not a penalty that really you want to take when it's not even relevant to what the action is in the offensive zone. But now it's up to the Red Knights. They have a challenge in front of them to pick up their teammate and kill this penalty up. What a great opportunity it is for this Jaguars squad. Now the Jaguars, if you'll remember, they had a power play, took a penalty actually a couple of seconds in, but they're going to have to mind their P's and Q's, so to speak, but put pressure on Limestad and the Red Knights on this power play.
All important face-off win. 2 full minutes on the power play now for the Jags as they control and play it down low. That rolls up off the stick of Opong. He had that glorious opportunity moments ago. Clark is there with Johnson helping him out up to the line. Nice job to keep it with Jungwirth. Holds on to it. Looks, plays to his left. They'll try and tuck that one back in behind. Opong is there. Gets a little bit of help down low with height. Back up high they go. Jungwirth, shot that hits traffic, does not get through. Johnson is there, bothered on the play. Norkoski wills it to the neutral zone, and turning it back up is Larson. For the Jags, to the forehand, gets through traffic. It does not get through as it's blocked by the defense. Johnson clears, but not out. Height wants it, gets it. Black up for Jungwirth, quick wrist shot. That one's steered wide. That's Jungwirth rather from Larson. Now it's going to be Jungwirth again. As he looks over to his right, down low it goes. Oh, they try to go to the slot area, nothing doing there. Now it's Larson again. Quick pass, that's blocked. Another shot that hits traffic, to the corner it goes. There's Wendorf, and back in behind the net. Larson puts on the brakes. Up high it goes for Jungwirth to Larson, down low. Good puck movement back door. That one failed to click. They couldn't pull the trigger. Norkoski to a rolling puck. It's shivered. Sends it through anyway. 29 to go in the power play for the Jags. 7 to go in the second period.
Well, that's pretty gutsy. He knew he was going to get hit.
Anderson across the line with energy, but he gets stopped. Schweitzer wisely finds an opening, clears to the length of the ice. Hain will pull up shop as he'll stay high.
15 seconds on the penalty.
Jags will once again set up behind their net as they work partial changes here and get one last breakout with a 5-on-4. And back through center. That bounces through everyone, rattling in on goal. Limestad athletically goes out and makes the save as it was Opong coming in heavy.
Well, he had to make a decision, kind of no man's land. That puck wasn't going very fast, so he had to make a decision. He made the right decision by covering up all the low areas, covering that puck, and then all of a sudden body started to fly. But very, very impressed with the way the Red Knights positionally played that. Nice rotations, nice support. really congested the middle of the ice. I think Limestone saw one very challenging shot, but beyond that, they shut them down. Good possession by the Jaguars on the periphery, but they just couldn't get in that money zone. But nice job by Benilde.
Scoreless here with 6:28 to go in the second period. Newhouse is there for the Red Knights as he'll race. Too far for Hain. Puck will roll into the left wing corner. Hain maintains possession. Nick Getters watches him. There's Schweitzer. He can shoot. Oh, out of the air. It doesn't get through. That might have hit Camshea on the way in. That's off a pair of skates. Now it's Newhouse again. Newhouse lets a shot go through the slot area. Nobody home. And now it's going to be Hain again. Hain leaves to the right wing side up high. Schweitzer is there. Camshea as well. The goaltender for the Jags. Back in behind the net. Getters is there with the body. Now it's Collins up high for Schweitzer. Puck rolls, so he's going to have to play it right back down to Newhouse behind the net. He plays for Collins. Collins loses the handle, gets a stick in on Getters as they go 2-on-2 with the battle off the corner of the net. They can't play it around the wall. And now it's going to be Newhouse again, watched on the play by Getters.
Boy, look at him go.
There's a long grinding shift here for the Red Knights off the end boards. No doubt they get some forwards changed on the fly. As out of the zone they go with it. Now it's going to be Camuel as he's bothered from behind on the play. Collins now back up ice they go. Here they come with Schweitzer across the line. Oh, he gets away from one man. This is where he's dangerous. Not being impressed, though, is Camshea, who holds his ground and makes a blocker pad save. Eha now with it. Right wing side. On the move with Opong. Bumped on the play by Foley and ridden into by Keese. Up to the line it goes. Olsen's shot deflects wide of the mark. 4:40 to go in the second. Foley off the boards. The ring will be handled there by Charlie Bischel as he plays ahead, looking for the left winger on the play there. That was the defenseman Keese stepping up in the play. Back behind Warner. And now it's going to be Foley with the body. Schweitzer takes over. Off the boards. Warner off his stick. No icing on the play. Wide of the mark it goes. In to help out down low. It's Bischel. Bothered on the play. Stays on it. Warner was there as well. Now Bischel plays it out front. Now Warner again. He's jammed on the play. Jags will play to the wing, but that's going to be Johnson to hold in. Oh, Camshea makes the save. Good shift here by the Red Knights line. They'll cycle this one back down to the corner. Warner plays that up for Bischel. Bischel chips that back into the corner for Warner. Now they'll play it to the low slot area. They're fatigued, this line. They might want to get off. And they'll play it back into the zone. A big break for the Red Knights as that line was buzzing but fatigued.
Yeah, well, they had a lot of zone time, a lot of little individual battles won on that. But again, Jefferson in turn puts the good positioning, really denied the front. Aside from the Schweitzer rush on the off wing coming in and getting a good look at the goaltender, they really shut them down. So everything again along the wall. So both teams playing very sound defensively, but possession in the offensive zone is good, but you got to get it into the shooting area, and that's something that Jefferson really thwarted.
Oh, look at this slicing and dicing to the slot area. Nothing doing there. Played down on a stick. Now it's going to be controlled by McNeil as he plays back in for the Red Knights behind the net. Jammed on the play. That's Wendorf. Now the Jags will go D-to-D behind their own net. Off the glass to center. Again, who wants it? That was hand that was closed on the stick by Nathan Johannes.
Well, thank everybody for joining us tonight. Tuesday night at the rink, St. Louis Park Rec Center. Always a fun place to come. Benilde St. Margaret seems like they, like we said earlier in the broadcast, they're just getting better and better. And this is probably the best I've seen them in 3 zones since this year started as far as the responsibility and playing their position and doing their jobs. They've put in a pretty impressive showing. And Jefferson is the first blush as far as seeing them. I've been very impressed. I didn't know what to expect coming in, but this is a team that can actually skate quite well, possess, but they play very sound positionally so far tonight.
Kasurek with a shot. The save made by Camshea. Spun back into the zone by the Red Knights as now it's the Jags in possession. The Red Knights, And the Jaguars are really going back and forth here in this game. No scoring so far, but the level of play very good.
Well, there's some skill on both of these squads. You know, you might not hear about them because they might not be in the top 10 rankings, but there's a lot of really good hockey players on the ice tonight.
Schweitzer misses the mark, and icing will be the call. No ice, they say, rather. Now we're down to 1:59 to go.
Yeah, they want to get us out of here by 8:30 tonight, it sounds
They
like.
got Old Man's League to ref at 9 o'clock right
Yeah,
here on the
that's
rec
right.
center. I swear, we never get I don't mean to belabor the point, but have you seen a game here end, even in overtime, before 10 to 9?
I think the last one we did, I was out of here by probably 5 to 9.
We'll go to Braemar. We're walking out of there at 9:35.
If we're lucky, if everything
What
goes okay.
is going on? You go to Tonka.
Oh,
You got the Chippers playing for like 35 minutes.
yeah, but then the Chucky pucks and
They were chucking pucks, and hey, it's all about the game night operations.
absolutely. It was part of the charm, though.
Foley plays ahead for Norkoski. Mortensen was there, but now it's turned over and offside at the line.
Well, that's not a bad play. If they didn't move the puck forward, it might have been odd man rush the other way for the Jags. But I really like the way the Red Knights have been holding onto the blue line. You know, I always talk about spacing and pacing and pacing. For those that don't know, it's how quickly you leave the blue line when the other team has possession on the offensive side. And a lot of confidence on this Benilde squad so far.
Is Bob Gibbons with us yet?
Well, he said second period. If he's out there, Bob, we appreciate it. One of the great fans of Minnesota high school hockey.
Now
Transplant.
it's a quick shot in on goal by Norkoski. That was a good one there. Someone got a shoulder issue there for the Jags. Get a number for you there.
At number 6, it's Zossel. If I pronounce that properly.
Jake Zosel.
Zosel. That's more stylish. But he looks like he's got a little bit of a stinger. We're going to give you any information as it becomes available, but he's going to obviously get tended to and see what's going on. But when they start holding their shoulder, you always think the worst. Hopefully it's something pretty easy that he can get back out and join his team.
Look out. Nearly hit a fan on its way up through.
Watch for flying pucks and don't text while the
I always
game
say
is in
texting
action.
and watching hockey games can be hazardous to your health.
Indeed it can.
No question.
Just 1:14 left in the second period. We're still scoreless. I at least thought it was going to be a couple goals to this point. I'm kind of refreshed to see the defensive battle between these two teams. It's been nice. Both teams want to finish very strong this period, I'm sure.
Jags through the neutral zone with it now. It's Jacobs. He's stopped on the play. Turned back up by Newhouse. Hain takes over. He's going to be yielded some real estate. 1 minute remains in the period with Iha to the right wing side for Jacobs. Quick wrister into the midsection of Limestad. Good bid there by Opong. That's
Well,
2 good chances for him this period.
Yeah, it was a nice job once again by Jefferson pushing the puck up the ice. They actually had numbers and a lot of space. It was Hain that tried to cover defensively, but there's a lot of room for this Jaguar team. I don't think he saw Iha on the left side wide open, elected to take the shot. If you get a shot, get a look at it. You know, taking the shot's not the worst play, but he had somebody all alone on the weak side. Could have forwarded the puck and maybe got a little better opportunity, but pretty good shot on goal nonetheless.
Black into the Red Knight zone it goes. It's going to be Johnson that plays ahead. McNeil was there. Gets a little bit of help from Johnson again, now from the corner. Callahan was down low to try to break it out. Callahan steps up for Johnson. Across the line it goes. Johnson tries to poke it to the right wing side. Ooh, big collision in front of the Red Knight bench there. That with Nathan Johannes.
15 seconds left in the period.
Keeping our eye on Zolsel with the bad wing. Looks like he's okay on the bench, not being tended to. Back to the right wing side it goes.
No sense in bringing him out here in just the waning moments of the period. Let him kind of regroup, get a couple minutes between periods, but that's encouraging. If they're not really giving him the attention for something significant, that's a good sign for Jefferson Jaguars.
That does it for period number 2. Your score is 0-0. We haven't solved a thing here through 2 periods.
Well, we got 17 more minutes to figure that out, but it should be a pretty good period. Through that a long period, both teams had possession, both teams had some shots on goal, so a little something for everybody. I'm surprised it hasn't got a little bit more physical, but there has been some physical play when needed, so everything seems to be with purpose and focus tonight. Both teams have shown up to play. Should be a good third period, Pete.
We'll be back with that and more coming up for you. High school hockey continues right here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org.
engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using like Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education, and it's something that you'll use in college and after college, and I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge, and I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to like be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well. But where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism. There are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using like Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education, and it's something that you'll use in college and after college, and I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge, and I think it's because they're part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school, because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to like be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well. But where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it, through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism. There are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using like Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education, and it's something that you'll use in college and after college, and I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge, and I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone. And I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
We're back underway here to start the third period. Bart Archer. Shots on goal for the second period were 7-6 in favor of Benilde St. Margaret's. They have a 21-13 advantage as a sophomore Basil Campshay is getting the job done in net for Jeff Lindquist's addition.
Well, and Carson Limeson's doing his bit for his team as well, but goaltenders have done a really nice job, as you can see just from the shots on goal how tight it was and how limited space was in that second period.
So there's no score here in this one. You almost feel like next goal will win.
Well, it's certainly going to give whoever scores that energy. It's just up to the team that doesn't score to respond, but going to be an exciting final 16:05.
Jungwirth with it. Outlets to the right wing side. Colin Anderson is there. Gets away from one man. Bothered from the back pressure backside there by Dylan Hain. And they're going to play this one back up ice. Ooh! Newhouse runs into a stiff check there by Iha. He'll get it back across the line, leaves off. The Jags will work it deep with Justin Johnson. He'll play back in behind for Iha. Now it's going to be picked up by Schweitzer, who has some room. Finds his man Collins up high, who will race out of the zone now. 2-on-3 across the line. Nice move by Collins in front. Big save by Campshay as it's poked to safety.
Yeah, Opong did a nice job of supporting, clearing that puck out of danger. Forward coming back to help on D. That's a good sign.
Now it's going to be Wendorf. Plays ahead. That's off the stick of Opong, and behind the net it goes. Schweitzer's going to ring the boards to the near side. Looking to get a stick on that for the Red Knights was Rue. And it's going to be played back to the near boards once again. It's out of the zone they go. On the stick there for Opong across the line, but there's Clark to take over for the Red Knights. Loses the handle. Wow, he's pickpocketed with the finest there. Have you ever been pickpocketed?
On the hockey rink many times.
In
More than I
life?
care to imagine.
I was. Met Center, 1979.
Oh.
Some real wise guy decided to take a 13-year-old's wallet that had about $5 in it.
I was going to say, they look at me and
Awesome.
it's not really their target audience.
I remember when it happened. It was the old bump. They spin you one way, and they just grab it right out of there.
Well, it's a life lesson learned the hard way,
Now
right?
I know I walk around like Leonard Skinner. I always laugh. Every one of those guys in that band have the chain on the wallet.
There you go. Or just keeping the
Is
front
that
pocket.
an accessory or?
It's a deterrent is what it is.
I gotta leave that one alone. It's played down to the top of the line. Bart Archer. Here they come with it. It's Rue holding, shoots, save. Camshay the rebound to the near wing. Out of the zone come the Jags. Big check thrown there. Height was jammed on the play. Now it's going to be Jungwirth with it. This is taking on the same texture of period number 1. Period number 2 had less the flow. Now that's kind of come back into play here.
Yeah, there's some room to move, but again, good defense by both teams right now, limiting the opportunities. But there's a lot of space out there. Just you got to take advantage of it when it's there.
Cross the line with McNeil. His shot deflects and ramps up and out of play. Will face off to the left of Basil Camshay.
You know, both teams actually boast of a couple good duos on defense. Nate Clark and Nate Schweitzer, obviously not to begrudge anybody else because they're very capable. But on this Jefferson side, you have Cole Jungwirth and Tristan Larson. That's a pretty formidable duo back there on defense. They've done a really good job of limiting the offensive plays, but they're also getting involved defensively, and they've really played a nice, sound, complete game tonight.
They have, both teams.
Well, they both can kind of scoot up the ice and push the play, and I've always said that if a defenseman can rush the puck up to the red line or through the neutral zone, it changes the dynamic of how the other team has to defend. So it really puts an unusual challenge. I'm surprised Clark hasn't spearheaded more rushes. We saw him early in the season really taking off, but he's minding his defensive responsibilities, doing the right things, and picking his spots. I just thought we'd see it a little bit more.
Indeed, it's definitely been one of his strong points, to say the least. They're bringing all sorts of media to this one. There's a shot there that's wide of the mark. And once again, puck is chipped back into the neutral zone for Hain. Hain with it, 3-on-3 across the line. His shot misses the mark. And once again, it's played back through.
Boy, Hain had Collins right behind him. Hi, Kelly.
And what happened?
Elected to take the shot.
As once again, the Jags will try to chip the wall and play it to the near side.
But again, when it's 0-0, you see a shot, you got to take the shot. You can't really look for the perfect play.
With it now up the ice, it's Getters with it. And it's sent back down by Collins. How great is that when your daughter FaceTimes you in the middle of a game from college?
I at least acknowledge
and you can still, I know, I loved it.
Acknowledge her over the air.
She started laughing.
That's what I'm here for, comic relief. I'm just not very good at it. Here we go.
Shot on goal by Foley that's turned aside again.
That was a nice idea by Foley. A lot of people like to go short side up under the bar. He went low, tried to confuse the goaltender. Didn't work, but you have to like the idea.
Chuck thrown back into the neutral zone.
Ooh.
Hits the linesman along the way down.
Felt that one.
Eha tried to get a handle. Now they're going to regroup to the right side. Jags will try to play this through the middle. The Metro West Conference matchup between these two teams. Benilde St. Margaret's 2-0-1 in conference play right now. Behind the net. For a long time, it was the North Suburban Conference that the Red Knights played. Remember, they had played the likes of St. Francis, lit them up like a Christmas tree, and then Joey Bennick and their whole crew comes through, and things got interesting for a while.
Yep. Yeah, they wrecked. Ooh, wow.
Sorry, wrong
Hello.
one. Oh, no.
No, they certainly amassed a lot of scoring statistics.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, you did.
Jeez.
At least you turned mine up, so I appreciate that.
No. Oh.
It is that season, isn't it?
Sorry, everybody.
No worries.
I've gone the whole night with that probably about 10 times.
You're human, Pete.
Oh, goodness.
When you start changing your clothes in a phone booth, we'll hold you to a higher standard.
Come on now, Bart Archer. They go down front. That was Kasurek there. And now it's going to be McNeil. He's going to lose the handle and chase this one down. Rue tries to get away from his man. Grayson Height on the play.
Oh, nice nice navigation by Schweitzer. Boy, he's dangerous when he follows up the play. He gets the zone, dishes it off, and then he
brought up a
follows
really
it
good point on Clark, Bart. You know, he used to create so much offense from the back end, rushing the puck, and we're not seeing that as much out of him over the past couple of weeks.
No, but it looks like Schweitzer's kind of inherited that role, but he's just so dangerous. He'll spearhead the initial rush, but he doesn't quit on the play. Here we go.
There's a chance it hits traffic.
Boy, Red Knights are getting in tight lately.
Crashing the net. Here's an in-tight opportunity. Campshay, the save, rebound, shot. Oh, that one misses the mark on that Callahan bid. Right point, he's going to play left side. McNeil backdoor off Rue's stick. He's going to wait for it to settle down. Back behind for Kasurek, who tries to play to safety. Now it's going to be Rue again with it. Protects the puck. Wanted to cycle behind. Didn't like what he had there. And that's off the skate of Jungwirth. Back to the neutral. Off the boards it goes for Jacobs. Red Knights will play to Rue on the near side. He'll wait for the Karam. Plays ahead. Ooh, that nearly misfired for Callahan. It does. Now Larson across the line. Holds it down low. There's a chance.
There it is.
Oh, they try to go side back door, if you will, and Bart Archer thought he had one.
Well, Larson, nice job following up that play.
Oh, they have a man down low from the point. There's a shot. Glove save and a beauty. Oh, Limesand went down and got it.
Well, we just have 9 minutes left in this period, so there have been 8 minutes of pretty much Benilde St. Margaret's inflicting their offensive will. So Limesand being a little bit cold, not a lot of action in this third period, was very challenged to make a very difficult save, about a foot and a half off the ice. Came out beyond the blue, cut off the angle, but very athletic save by the Red Knight goaltender. There you see it right there. Just held onto it. There was support down low in the Columbia Blue, so nice job by the goaltender again.
Hayne plays ahead for Collins, who's been held in check tonight. Oh, he nearly went up top with it.
I almost called that one, too.
Well, that was a wide open net and opportunity there that Campshay and the side of the net were able to keep at bay.
Well, again, good positioning by this Jaguar team. Forced him to the outside, forced those shallow angle shots. And the way that we've seen Campshay tonight, he can handle those actually pretty well. But Red Knights are getting some opportunities, not quality, but they're getting some numbers.
Back at the line it goes. And here come the Jags out of the zone. Getters behind the net. Newhouse takes over. 8:25 to go in the third. Collins takes it in stride. They leave off. They try to go to Newhouse to the near side. Newhouse finds Clark down low. Clark looks in front. That hits traffic. It's thwarted and sent out of the zone on the wheels, behind the wheels of Princeton Ompong. Back in behind the net. He gets a stick on it. Schweitzer is there. And the Red Knights will run back up the left wing with Schweitzer. He's poke-checked at the line. The puck is off Hayne and now on the stick of Carter Eha. Little sauce to the right wing side. That fails to click for Johnson.
Boy, that was a well-placed sauce, though.
And it had some juice on it as well.
Probably about a 60-footer right there, and he put it right on the tape.
Open side it goes to, and it's going to be Getters back in behind the net. Leaves off for the oncoming Tristan Larson. Plays ahead off the stick of Opong. Now it's going to be Norkoski. Tries to work his way. Nice job by Eha. Just said, nope, not going to happen here, and rode right with him and took him out of the play. But then Norkoski stays with it.
A stick side check, too.
Johnson with it. Well done. Opong, right wing side. Across the line they go with Jacobs. His shot in hard on goal as Limesand gobbles it up. The faceoff comes up to his left.
Well, it was Carson Jacobs that was staring Clark in the face, decided to take that shot, got pretty good velocity on it, but Limesand came out, made a relatively challenging save look pretty easy just outside the blue. Hasn't seen a lot of action, but he's when called upon, he makes the initial save, held onto it, faceoff to his left. 7:07 left in this third period. We're still scoreless.
Clark plays the body there. 2-on-2 battle in the Red Knight zone.
Took it out in front of the net. That was pretty risky.
Well, that's called what we like to say a lot of confidence.
Right on.
Up out of the zone now with Cole Jungworth. His pass is turned aside. Jungworth on it again.
Boy, a lot of busy sticks in this game. And it's not the reaching kind. It's just interrupting. Sometimes it sounds like a fencing match out there. There's so much lumber being exchanged, but they've been very responsible on it and just creating all kinds of havoc, but not to the point of penalty. So hats off to the kids.
Clock continues to click, Bart. Down to 6:10 here in the third period.
It's not even 8:30 yet. This is my favorite place to call games from.
Camuel with it. Limesand the save, and he hangs on.
Well, you're going to probably see that a lot. If the goaltender's going to get a chance from this point forward, if they get a chance to cover, they're going to. Always important to get the fresh legs out on the ice. And the Red Knights can actually, have the last line change so they can line match. But, again, face-offs in a scoreless game become very, very important, especially depending upon what zone they're in. Offensive zone face-off, great opportunity for the Jags to put some heat on Limesand and goal for the Red Knights.
Face-off controlled by the Red Knights again. Now it's going to be Hayne with it. Collins snuffed out. Nice defensive play there by Larson. Not impressed as he throws the hipper. Picked off of the line. Here come the Jags back out of the zone. Camuel to the right wing side. Just a hard-working Bloomington Jefferson Jaguar addition here.
Yeah, I'd venture to say that's probably the first thing that really jumps out is just the effort that they give, and they don't quit on plays. They're playing both directions, but that's what it takes to be successful at this level, and it looks like they're invested. They just need a fortunate opportunity or get some more looks, but not from lack of effort.
There's Newhouse. Pad save by Cam Shea. Turns it aside. Both goaltenders pitching shutouts here so far. Uh-oh, I jinxed it. Hayne was checked before he could shoot the puck. It trickles over to Newhouse, who sends a pass through for Collins. Nothing doing there. Schweitzer, Newhouse, Collins.
Boy, that's a nice battle by Martin Olson, the defender for the Jags.
Indeed, he did a nice job to keep that one alive. Bart Archer. And back at center ice. Big collision there in the zone that hits a Red Knight. That's Hayne, and shaken up. Is that Larson?
Yeah, indeed it is. He took him in and rode him into the wall. Everything was legal in that respect, but it was just a big hit. But Larson going to take some time, kind of gather his thoughts, but he looks like he's favoring his right leg. It was a nice body check by Hayne. He can throw his weight around. He's a strong young man, more known for his offensive wherewithal, but that time he showed his physical side as well. But hopefully we will see Tristan Larson, the senior defender, back for this Jaguar team, an integral part of their success so far.
Turn back up ice now. Here they go with it. Down low, it's Bischel. Maintains possession. Oh, his pass is picked off, but picked up by McNeil for the Red Knights as he plays back in and behind. Jungworth is there. Shovels that through center. Batted down by Eha. Nice play there. Oh, beautiful pass to the high slot area. Jags try to play that one down to the goal mouth. That's off the stick. Look out. Quick decision by Getters to keep it alive.
Yeah, that was a nice recovery.
And now it's play to the right wing side. Norkoski is going to carry this one down from Warner. That's a nice save by Campshade to turn that bit aside. Now it's going to be Bischel. Bischel looks out front. Scores! Charlie Warner finds the back of the net with 3:53 to go as the Red Knights take the 1-0 lead.
Well, for Warner, that's going to be a second goal, but what a big goal it was. Nice work down low by the Red Knight forwards. Won the battle to the puck behind the goal line. And there you see it, just picks up the puck, draws everybody in, including the primary defenseman in front of the net, left some space. But it was Warner that put that one redirection 5-hole on Campshade. But now it's the Red Knights, 3:53, so time is of the essence for this Jaguar team. Red Knights now up by 1. Pressure is certainly on Jaguars to answer, and they don't have a lot of time. Got to get on their horse.
Back in behind the net it goes.
Boy, who would have thought it'd be 1-0 with 3 minutes to go in this contest?
That's unbelievable. Warner from Bischel and Norkoski is your official scoring on that goal. I'll see if the Red Knights play it through or if the Jags can respond. Puck will be laid up, sent back in deep. Nice little play to get away from one man there. It's Height with it. Cuts back to the forehand. Leaves off. There's a shot. Save. Oh, Limesand struggled there, but hung on.
Well, if you look at it, Grayson Height trying to create some space, he actually cut to his right wing side, tried to get him to do a little crossover. He didn't bite on that. He just went deeper and farther to the right, kind of shallowed his angle a little bit. I think that if he would have actually cut back, really kind of been kind of a confusing situation perhaps for the Red Knights. I think they would have got a better opportunity. But again, nice job pushing the puck up. They got the shot on goal. They got the face-off in the offensive zone. Now they have to win this and put some heat on.
Dragged a couple with them.
Yep.
We're now at the 14-minute mark of the third period. Don't forget, coming up Thursday night, it's going to be State of Hockey Game of the Week. What a good one we're going to have for you there. Edina and Minnetonka, number 1 Minnetonka, number 3 Edina. From the Always Electric, Braemar Arena.
Like I said, if they would let me, I'd probably try to set up residence there.
Well, you already have. Then don't forget, check out stateofhockey.com. We have the High School Hockey Weekly, episode number 9 of 17, halfway through the schedule.
They're getting better and better and better. Not that they were bad to begin with. They weren't bad in any way, shape, or form.
They were dusty.
Well, a little bit dusty, but
what?
What
are you talking about?
I was agreeing with you.
Oh, I was kidding. I wanted to suck you into that.
Well, fair enough, but I kind of qualified a little bit. But they're entertaining. It's certainly worth the watch.
It's a good program.
They're funny.
Great to be a part of. Hayne with it across the line. From the corner. Jeez. Bart Archer.
Oh.
I thought you figured me out by now after about 35 years, but I guess not. It's so
I got
good.
some work to do.
Newhouse with it. Collins.
Back to the whiteboard for me.
We'll be back here with Red Knights and Kennedy, Bloomington Kennedy, right here on this very ice surface coming up on Saturday. And then later on in the night, it's going to be the Eden Prairie Eagles in action as well. We have all kinds of hockey that we're doing here.
Well, it's a great time of year. The run for sections, all teams are kind of trying to fine-tune their game a little bit, get to play the right way.
Right? I mean,
right.
You figured out your line combos. You move these guys around.
Distractions are through with the tournaments and the holidays and such, and everybody's in shape. Hopefully, everybody's healthy enough. But it's a great run, great time of the year.
Poke to center.
Great effort right
there. Good breakup too as well. Schweitzer. McNeil back there for the Red Knights. Or is that Johnson, rather? Johnson. McNeil joins them. Johnson, the center iceman, staying nice and high. 1:19 to go. We'll keep our eye on Cam Shea for you.
Oh, they waved the icing. He's going. 1:12 to go. We got the extra attacker.
Is on, indeed. That's Jacobs.
Oh, and he makes a kick save. Nice control of the rebound.
Turned it over to the near side. Wendorf with it. Looks up ice. That's turned aside and sent off the glass to the length of the ice. Icing will be the call with 50 to go.
Well, I'm not a proponent for coaching from this perspective, but maybe a timeout might not be a bad situation. Rest your ones. Get everybody refocused. Not a mandatory situation, but if you guys are rested, get right back after. Don't give Benilde a chance to regroup at all, but get the guys out there. Some final instructions from Coach Lindquist. It looks like there is going to be a timeout. Really good time for a timeout. Just get them rested, refocused. They have 49.3 seconds left, so still plenty of time. And I have a sneaking suspicion that goaltender Carson Limesand is going to have to make one big save to preserve this one-goal advantage. But Jefferson's got an opportunity. They just have to make the most of it and at least force the goaltender to make a couple saves. That's the challenge that's in front of them right now.
Indeed it is. Right now, you're the Jags are looking for new life to force overtime.
Boy, if we have you just had to take a bite of the Ritz cracker with the cheese on it, but still offer some insight. That's a player right there. Right there. That was awesome. Okay, now I'm back.
You would never have known either.
I know.
You lost it, though.
I know.
That's beautiful.
Well, you figure you'd know me better than that. But I think just some final instructions. I think they just want to get kind of an idea of what they want to do if indeed they win the face-off, if indeed they lose the face-off. As we said many times before, it's just as important to know what to do if you win the face-off as it is when you don't win the face-off. And I think just the final instructions, get them refocused, give them a little bit of energy going into this, and give them some confidence. But Jefferson has a great opportunity, but time is obviously of the essence. The riggers.
Bart Archer.
The outside
Bart
factors.
Archer puts up with a lot.
Indeed. It's
We'll
all
just
worth
say
it,
that.
though.
What a great job he did at covering while I took care of a lot of business there.
I don't know
That was
about great
awesome.
job, but the effort was noble.
Oh, it's solid. I tip the cap, buddy.
That's awesome.
Solid effort. Tag team partner for the ages.
That's right.
We just sent Joey Henches packing as well. Back into the Jag zone it goes.
Oh, goodness. Well, 23.2 systematically. I mean, just increments of time are being chipped off the clock. Well, that burned about 20 seconds, that last sequence. If Benilde can do that again, it all starts with the face-off. Have an amazing grasp of the obvious.
Ken Pauly felt that was not an icing call. We'll see if that comes into fruition. Oh, kick to center by Hain. That's a big play there.
That's Premier League right there.
That is big time. Bremer. Jungwirth plays that in. There's the save from line
That's
stand.
the big save that I saw him
Turn
on.
it aside.
The game saver.
They're going to get money on the end wall, and the Red Knights will preserve the victory as
How
they
about
win
that?
by a score of 1-0.
Well, you have to, tip your hat to this Red Knight team to come in and shut out a Bloomington Jefferson team that played very motivated and inspired and disciplined hockey tonight. You know, how many times have we called a Red Knight shutout? Not very often, but they earned that one tonight. If you're the Jefferson Jaguars, you have to feel pretty good about how you played tonight. You gave up one goal on the road to a pretty good Benilde team with a lot of offensive talent. So I think both teams can really take some positives out of this game. But obviously, Benilde St. Margaret's with the tally and the scoreboard is going to be declared the winner tonight. So moving forward, Benilde St. Margaret seems to be getting better and better. And if they can get that defensive game in order, like they did tonight, and continue that and keep growing, this could be a very tough team to play against in sections. If you're Jaguars, this is my first blush, as I stated earlier, is seeing this addition. Very impressed. I like their back line. I like their goaltender. Very quiet in the net. He doesn't get too active, just makes the necessary saves. Got beat on a good scoring opportunity for his only blemish tonight. But overall, two good quality teams, very balanced, very similar in a lot of respects, but Benilde got the win tonight.
They did indeed. Charlie Warner's goal stands up. They win by a score of 1-0. The Red Knights improve their overall record to 8-9-1, now 3-1 of the Metro West Conference. Meanwhile, the Jaguars of Bloomington Jefferson fall to 6-11. For Bart Archer, Joey Henches, Tommy Henches, Chase Rapp earlier in the evening, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night, everybody.